Okay, this is a little video to show you how my pool system, the main drain, could act as both a suction and a return. Purpose of that is so when I heat the pool, I could return hot water to the bottom of the deep end, and it prevents a little bit of loss. So this tee here is my skimmers. This is the shallow end skimmer. This is the deep end skimmer. As you can see, I have them both open right now. This is the main drain suction. That goes down to the main drain, and you can see it's open. So right now, I'm sucking from the main drain and both skimmers at the same time. This is my spa, drain to the spa, that's shut in the off position. Now, there's a T down here. You can see there's a T, and it goes straight. Hang on, let's wrap this around. All right, so again, the main drain there goes all the way down into the ground, but it also tees off. Sorry, my finger's getting in the way there. Again, main drain, but then you see there's a pipe down at the bottom here that comes over, this pipe right here, that comes over to the return side. Now, this entire side of the system is the return side. Water comes out of the heater, down on the bottom here through the saltwater chlorinator. I have partial water going to the spa. I have full water going to the deep end returns, the shallow end returns. But I could also, if I divert this, right now it's closed off, this can go down to the main drain. So if I open that up like that, now water could flow down to the main drain across. What I would do is turn the main drain off here, so now I'm not sucking from the main drain anymore, but instead I would be pushing water down that pipe straight down into the ground and out to the main drain. So you can see how that works. If I don't want to, I could keep the main drain off there. I could keep the main drain return line off, and now I would only be sucking from the skimmers and returning to the regular returns and a partial return to the spa. And that's how it's plumbed for a setup so I could heat the deep end. These pipes that are plugged off, there's another horizontal pipe going here that is off the return line. What that originally was feeding a booster pump for my Polaris. The pump crapped out on me, so I decided for this year to just plug those up, because I use the Dolphin. It does a better job than my Polaris anyway. I prefer that. And that's my setup. Okay, one last idea of the layout. So it's getting dark, but back there is the filter equipment. So the piping comes down and under the deck. This side of the pool is the shallow end, and I have two returns right over that little bump out of the step there. You can see the little ripples in the water over by the light. Then we have the spa, and as you saw, I had the controller set so only partial return was coming to the spa, and this is normal operation. So just enough water comes through the spa that it could spill over. And let's see. So you can see it's just spilling over gently. Not a violent waterfall, it's just coming through. I could turn the spa on completely, full returns, so then it is kind of gushing over a little bit more violent. Down here is the deep end, and over there in that swim out is another two returns. Again, it's one line, but it's teed off into two returns. I have a shallow end skimmer right over there on the other side of the swan. I have a deep end skimmer over this way, and then of course my main drains at the bottom of the deep end. So I can push water through those if I want, as you saw in the other video. Another nice benefit of it is if the Dolphin goes over those safety covers, sometimes it gets stuck on it, but if I'm pushing water through, it'll push the Dolphin right off of it because some water's coming through. The configuration I'm running currently right now, because I'm dissolving a couple socks of cyanuric acid in the skimmers, I actually have it on full skimmers. So I am only suctioning from the 2 skimmers, and I have the main drain both turned off as a suction and as a return. That's completely off. So I am returning to the deep end, I'm returning to the shallow end, and I'm partially returning to the spa. That's how this setup works. Once the cyanuric acid is all dissolved and the pollen has calmed down, that's another reason I like to run the skimmers on full to skim all the pollen off the top of the pool. And I know it looks a little bit green. It's just it's not. It's the lighting and the darkness right now. But I'll skim off the top during the heavy pollen season to try to save the filter a little bit. I have skimmer socks in there, and it catches it all that way. And then once the pollen calms down and the cyanuric acid is at a good level, which will pretty much be by tomorrow, I'll just go back to normal operation where I will both suction from the main drain and the skimmer simultaneously. And then when I want to heat the pool, I put the main drains on, switch it over to a return. And that's my setup.